Hi, this is Miss Holly from Olympian High School. I'm going to teach you about the Crusades today using the Traditions and Encounters textbook by Dr. Bentley. So first of all, the word crusade in general refers to any holy war for Christians. So it comes from the word crux, which means cross, which has a special significance for Christians as Jesus was crucified on the cross. So these are people that would wear a cross on their backs and fight on behalf of Christianity. So any holy war on behalf of Christianity is considered a crusade. So against, for example, heretics, people that don't practice in a more orthodox or traditional way, against pagans, people that are polytheistic, and against Muslims. Any fight like that, military campaign, is considered a crusade. But that's not how most people understand the term crusades. When we say the Crusades, we usually mean a specific military campaign organized by the Roman Catholic Church to reconquer Palestine from the Muslims. Now, I need you guys to know about where Palestine is. So here you see the modern country of Lebanon, the modern country of Israel. This is where Palestine used to be. And here's the important city of Jerusalem, which holds special significance for Christians, Muslims, and Jews. So just that you know, here's the Mediterranean Sea, like there's Italy over here, here's Sicily. So I could zoom out to show you. So if the book is referencing Palestine, that's where it is. Okay, so when we talk about the word Crusades, we usually mean the campaigns to recapture Jerusalem and the Holy Land, which is Palestine, from Muslim control. Pope Urban II was the first to launch these crusades in 1095. He met an enthusiastic response and a passionate or zealous preacher of Peter the Hermit, who organized a ragtag group who were very unprepared and not highly disciplined, of poor soldiers, including men and women, and people that were just very passionate about Christianity but didn't necessarily have the experience or proper training or weapons to effectively fight against the Muslims. So en route or on the way to Palestine, they end up getting taken into slavery by the Turkish forces, and many of them never make it back home. So obviously that didn't go well. And then you have a series of other crusades, some of which are temporarily successful. So you have in 1096 crusading armies making the trek or the trip to Palestine, capturing different cities like Edessa and Antioch. And in 1099, we see Jerusalem fall to the Crusaders, so it becomes Christian again. However, that doesn't last because Muslims, like the Turks, Egyptians, and other Muslims, are going to put aside their divisions amongst themselves to fight against the Christian expansion into this region. And they're going to take back many of these territories. Salah al-Din, or Saladin, as he's known to Christians, recaptures Jerusalem in 1187. One of the worst campaigns, I should be careful how I say this, people can be very sensitive when we're talking about religion. One of the least successful or most interesting crusades was the Fourth Crusade, where the Crusaders asked Venetians to transport them to Palestine, but they couldn't pay. And so the Venetians said that they could pay using military service and asked them to attack their rival commercial port city of Zara, because the Venetians are very involved in trade. So they wanted to basically get rid of their competition. So first the Crusaders attacked Zara, and then they attacked Constantinople, which means they're attacking a Christian city. It's Eastern Orthodox Christian because it's under Byzantine Empire, but it's still Christian. So obviously at that point, it's not about Christianity, it's about commerce, yeah? So the Fourth Crusade really sets back the Byzantine Empire. Obviously, they conquer Constantinople. They install a Roman Catholic regime until 1261. Eventually, this weakens the Byzantine Empire to the point that the Ottoman Turks it falls to the Ottoman Turks. And so in terms of military conquest, and in terms of religious desire to reconquer the Holy Land, that's not what this was about. So the other things I want you to know are the positive outcomes of the Crusades, which is largely more interaction with the Muslims, which causes the Christians to learn a lot about ideas and technologies that the Muslims knew about, like paper that the Muslims had learned about from China, and Arabic numerals, which the Muslims knew about from India, and new foods and new kinds of luxury goods, philosophies that as we've talked about, like Aristotle before. Now, at first, the Europeans didn't have much to trade for those items, but as they become really accustomed to some of these things that they learn about from the Muslims, they're going to try to find things to trade with the Muslims, and you can read more about that here. And eventually, this is going to stimulate an interest in the products that come from India, from China, and it's going to cause the Europeans to investigate ways to circumvent or go around the Muslims. And of course, that has implications for the future. And it also signals a reintegration of Europe into this larger economy of the Eastern Hemisphere as they start to get more involved in trading for these items.